Hey YouTube, it's Christian with Tech Stop Repair. It's been a while since I've done a video. I started a new job about a month ago and I've worked 27 days in a row, so I haven't really had much time to do a video, but I'm off for about 3 days for the 4th of July weekend and went to Micro Center and got myself a Corsair H50 water cooling system. This has been out for a while. And to be honest with you, when it first came out, it didn't have, great reviews, but popularity has continued to build with it, and you see it in a lot of builds. Um, and I've always kind of been interested in getting one for my setup. It's self-contained, so you're not supposed to have to, fill anything up. You pop it out of the box, it's ready to go. I'm going to be putting this in my AMD Phenom quad core or Phenom 2 quad core system. I have the 965 X4, and I have it overclocked at 3.8 gigahertz. And right now I just have a cheap $30 Cooler Master, cooler on it, and performance is pretty good on it. But I'd like to, get something that would allow me to possibly try to overclock past 3.8 gigahertz. So I thought that I would give this a try. So I'm going to open this up. Stay tuned after the video because I will have some benchmarks basically showing you what my before and after temperatures were. And I really hope that there's a sticker in this thing because you guys know how I am about stickers. Let's see. Find a knife here to open this up. I came unprepared. It's been so long since I've done an unboxing. This will work. That works. There you go. The setup's about 80 bucks at Micro Center. I think you can get cheaper on Newegg. Not sure. Sometimes this goes on sale too at Micro Center. I've seen it cheaper than 80 bucks. Let's see here. What are some of the perks? Copper CPU plate for maximum cooling performance. Large 120 millimeter radiator for fast heat dispersion. Highly efficient, ultra quiet fan draws cool air across the radiator. And of course it has a little diagram showing the benefits of using this particular setup. The box is nice. It's very pretty. They may have been able to sell this for $10 cheaper if they would have put it in just a plain cardboard box. Now if I can figure out where to open it from. Looks like this end. It almost looks like a shoebox, to be honest with you. It probably is. Stop! Do not return this product to the store. Whatever. If you have any problems, buy it at Micro Center or Newegg, just take it back to Micro Center or Newegg. They'll always take it back. This comes with LGA 1366 brackets for all you i7 guys, LGA 1156 for your i5 and i7s, Intel LGA 775 for your Core 2 duos and Core 2 quads, and AMD, AMD2, and AMD3 for everybody else. I'm not going to spend much time on this because I'm going to end up turning out to be like all those other guys that unbox and spend more time on the boxing than they do the actual product. This looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can come around here. You got your 120 millimeter radiator right here. You have your pump and block and everything all in one. You have your little strap here that basically plugs into your CPU cooling fan power supply, which I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if that's 3-pin. I'm not sure. I don't know if that speeds up the pump just like it would speed up your fan if the temperatures start to increase or not. I don't think so. I think it runs at one speed all the time. And somebody's going to comment on here because as a 3-pin it does. I don't know. 3-pin, 4-pin. I know 4-pin adjusts. Can be adjusted. But I don't know if 3-pin can. So that's pretty cool looking. Comes with a really kind of a low profile 120 millimeter fan. Double ball bearings, it sounds like. Pretty good quality fan. I mean, it feels a lot heavier than most your cheap 120 millimeter fans. It's got some nice sleeving on it too. Very nice, very nice. Oh, and you got all your nuts and bolts, your different bracket systems. The setup on this is pretty easy because basically you just take your block and pump and all that jazz and just turn it in there, snap it into place. Easy schmeezy. I don't know what these are. I was going to try to attempt to do this tonight, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I already see all these parts and I know I'm going to take my motherboard out, and I just don't know if I want to go through that tonight. I'd rather sit down and watch some Revision 3 and catch up on my Techzilla, as it's been a while. Looks pretty cool. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to get this all put in, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. You won't know. You'll just see it after this. But we're going to see what the improvements are when I hook this up. So stay tuned, guys. Alright, guys. I'm back. Boy, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark in there. They got it all installed. It sure does look great, and it's really quiet. But it's been installed for about 24 hours now. Last night I let it burn in using Prime 95 just to get everything set, and I can't say that I'm like completely just enthralled by it considering the price. Prime 95, see if we can zoom. I won't zoom in, I'll just get really close. See if it focuses. Yeah. Back up, back up, back up. There we go. Okay. So, running Prime 95, my full load temperatures have been consistently around 50 degrees Celsius versus on my cheap Cooler Master X3 or Z3 or whatever it is, which was about 54 to 55. You see there, it jumped up to 51. So I was able to knock 4 degrees Celsius off that, so maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in there, 8 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit. For the price, I guess if you want something that's quiet, and you know, I can't say that I'm completely dissatisfied with it because I don't know if I've given it a long enough time to break in. You know, I might need to give it a couple, 3 or 4 days just to let it break in. And I haven't overclocked it any higher than 3.8 gigahertz on the Phenom 965. So, you know, so it might pay off in the long run. But for $80, you probably can get the same performance out of a really, really sweet looking Cooler Master V8 or some of the coolers that are out by Noctua. And then, you know, you have less of a chance of anything going wrong. You know, the pump goes bad in this, then I'm screwed. If it springs a leak, I'm screwed. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents worth. Now I'll post something if anything changes, like if the next 3 or 4 days I get some better temperatures, or if I decide to put some Arctic Silver thermal paste on there to see if that helps out at all. Helps drop some of it. I put it in a pull configuration on my fan. I did a push pull, but it didn't seem to be getting any air out at all. It must have been creating a vortex in there. So make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've got it. Tell me if you've seen some significant drops in temperatures after a few days. And keep watching, guys. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.